Right, hi, a very good morning to you all. I hope we're all fine. It's Wednesday, it's the 15th of January, or should I say February 2023, and I'm here to bring you a look at today's weather across southeast England. Well, it is chilly out there again this morning, not quite as cold as it was yesterday morning, but many stations are just above freezing, but yet you will be scraping your cars. It is chilly enough for that out there. So it's 1.1 here in Folkestone at the moment. In Ashford, it's 2.3. At Aylesford near Maidstone, we're running at 1.0. Head over to Orpington up towards the northwest of Kent. It's 5.3 up there at the moment. Edenbridge at 1.8. Head down to the Romney Marsh. It's chilly down there. There's a few stations below zero, -1.2. And up at Botany Bay on Broadstairs on the beach there, it's 6.4. And we just skip over to the centre of town near Covent Garden. It's also 6.4. So, yeah, lots of ups and downs as you would expect in a high pressure setup. Right, current maximum temperatures around the country, as has been the case for a few weeks now. It's warm, or should I say, it's very mild out towards the west of the UK. 8.6 to 11.4 covers tops of the hots this morning, and the minimum temperatures, as mentioned, it's generally close to zero and 1 or 2 degrees below zero at the coldest spots. I noticed that we've got Lydd Airport down there at -1 degrees. So, yeah, it is chilly, but it's not the case everywhere. The story again this morning is fog. It is thick fog in many places. I'm just looking at these traffic cameras starting on the M20, excuse me, from junction 12. So that's down near Folkestone and Cheriton. It's misty down there, but you don't have to come too far inland. Junction 11 at Cheriton, it's very foggy. Move up towards junction 11, towards 10 Ashford, it's misty. And then as we move towards the middle part of Kent, towards Maidstone, junction 8, junction 7 up near Maidstone, it's a real pea super. So, yeah, just do take it easy on those roads this morning. It's very, very foggy, particularly in the Maidstone area. But as I've mentioned, it's not the case everywhere, but it is something you do need to be on your guard for this morning if you're travelling. Right, here's the satellite imagery. This is picked up with a lot of high cloud this morning, and naturally there's mist and fog underneath that. Right, there's a new story today. We have a weather front that's going to be crossing us. We've not been seeing too many of these lately. I think 1 week has been coming through. Well, today is that day. There is a cold front out towards the west of Ireland. That was at midnight, and if we push it forward 24 hours to midnight tonight, the front has made progress and it's crossed southeast England. But once again, high pressure is very, very strong. It's in place. So any rain on it will be fairly light and inconsequential. So we'll just take a look at the icon this morning, look at the sequence loop, how it wishes to play it out. So this is the scene at 5 o'clock this morning. You'll see this weather front out towards the west of Ireland. This is at 7 o'clock this morning. It slowly marches eastwards throughout the course of the day. This is at midday. The front moves further east. This is by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Push it forward to 6 o'clock this evening. There it is. It's a weakening band. It's fragmenting, but it does look like it reaches us here in the southeast around about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. And there does appear to be some rain left on it. So don't be at all surprised to see 1 or 2 millimetres in your rain gauges from that. It does push out the way overnight. And then tomorrow we're looking towards the west for the next band of showery rain, which will be affecting us tomorrow, which I'll be able to update on a little bit more tomorrow. Right, we'll take a look at the symbols. So this is this morning. It's rather cloudy, as I've mentioned. There are fog patches out there, so do be careful. This afternoon, beautiful sunny skies again. So, yet another fine afternoon. But just look out towards the west. There is that band of cloud. There is a band of showery rain, and that will be moving slowly eastwards throughout the course of the afternoon and into the evening. As I've mentioned, let's have a look at the winds. So we start today with very light breezes or calm conditions, hence the reason for the mist and the fog. Any breeze does come up from the south. throughout the course of the day, that breeze does start to slowly increase as that weather front starts to get a little bit closer. So we'll be looking at mean wind speeds of 11 miles an hour at this point on the coasts and 4 or 5 miles an hour inland. So very light breezes, but it will become more noticeable throughout the course of the afternoon. By mid-afternoon, we'll all be experiencing, 10 to 15 mile an hour southwesterly breezes. So that's a force 3, perhaps moderate force 4 on the coast. So it's something we've not really had for a few days. Before we wrap it all up, here's your temperatures today, peaking out again between 12 and 13 degrees. I wouldn't be at all surprised if somewhere sees 14, possibly a 15 degrees somewhere in London if you're sheltered. And overnight, temperatures not falling too low on account of all that cloud, a bit more breeze, and obviously that bit of rain that needs to be cleared out of the way. Lows of 6s, 7s, and 8s. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope you've all enjoyed the forecast. Foggy start, brightening up, sunny for a time this afternoon, very mild. That rain band pushing southeastwards across the county overnight to give us a bit of a damp start tomorrow ahead of a potentially showery day tomorrow. I'll be back later on this evening with my 14-day updated outlook to have a look at the trends and patterns. So in the meantime, have a great day. Look after yourselves and ciao for now.